Good afternoon, everybody. I just want to make brief introductions to make sure we understand why we're here today. Quiero introducir a todo el mundo poco a poco antes de empezar la ceremonia. Por supuesto, tenemos aquí el Kwan. Today we have Kwan Hwang with us today as an honored guest. We also have Frank Monsignori Sabonim also, who is also an invited guest. And then of course we have Ramiro Guzman Sabonim from Mexico. He's the designee. He's also assigned to the World TAC. Welcome everyone. And I want to also thank everybody for showing up today. We're here to pay our respects and honor to Jaime Lazu, Master Jaime Lazu. And what we'd like to do first, of course, is start with an opening ceremony. Vamos a empezar con la ceremonia. Monsignor Sabonim, if you will. We have flags in the background.
Yes. Okay, let's. 출력! 국기! 발해! 바로 국기왕 바로 출력! 권정용케 경례! 안녕하십니까?
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 If the Kwan would like to say something, or should we just continue on with the ceremony?
I'm very happy to be here, to share this very special moment with the Moo Duk Kwan in Puerto Rico. I know the Master Lazu for many years. I believe officially first time I met him was during the 50th anniversary in Korea in 1995 with his son. I think he was only about 9 years old at that time. Yeah. Since then, rest of them kind of history. But as you all know that today this is a kind of real the result on for his passion, what he did, his devotion to the Moo Duk Kwan, for many years. And then that is really recognized by many of us. So we honor your Moo life with the Moo Duk Kwan. So we are here to celebrate by presenting the Kodanja certificate. Kodanja here. So we honoring him, So Master Lazu's your legacy, your example as a Moo Duk practitioner, the highest symbol of the loyalty in display, in spite of it could be many bad, not a good influence there, but he still kept the center for the Moo Duk practitioner, being a good, showing what the Moo Duk practitioner should be like. I believe that's very much like highest symbol in our training. So I'm very proud, very honored to have such a practitioner with us here, and very proud to be a part of the process that he recognized as a Kodanja.
Class Sabonim, Class Sabonim, you can proceed, please. Monsignor Sabonim?
Yes.
Well, would you mind doing the version?
No, be my pleasure, my honor to recognize Lazu Sabon. Okay. Dangjung, Che, 31,628. Ho, Songyang, Hangi Lazu, 우리의 사람은 본권 제146회 순간 심사 결과 사단을 인정하여 본정을 수여함. 사단법에 대한 수박도 회 무덕관 관장 황영철 대독. I'm finished.
감사합니다, 사부님. Ask the class, please. If you wish, you can say a few words in Spanish. If you want. Suat,
Ubak, congratulations.
congratulations, Master Lazu.
Congratulations, Master Lazu. How about this is a meeting here, we don't have any much training, so we're gonna have some little comfortable position to anybody probably like to say something, to celebrating for the Master Lazu, so then I think it's nice to gonna say a few words, for celebrating this situation.
Guzman Sabunim would like to say a few words. Please unmute your microphone. Thank you.
Thank you. I really appreciate this opportunity. It's an honor for me, especially Kwan Janim, that you have asked me to be present here, especially for this Kodanja ceremony for Master Jaime Lazu, who's through his heart dedication and determination, even though there were many turmoils as of 1995 in Korea, returning back to Puerto Rico, and such turmoil that happened there in the island of Puerto Rico, Master Lazu kept his ideals and principles and values of the Moo Duk Kwan, and that is a very high example, just as Kwan Janim H.C. Hwang mentioned. We admire you. We thank you for being part of the Kodanja here, also on the World Moo Duk Kwan, and also giving you the welcoming to the zone, World Moo Duk Kwan Zone 4. 감사합니다.
Kamsahamnida. Monsignor Sabunim, if you have any words.
I can only mirror what has been said by Kwan Janim and by Guzman Sabon. Again, I had met Lazu and his son in 1995 in Korea. And then when we went to Korea, when we went to Puerto Rico, sharing time with him and his family and everyone, it was a very memorable experience. I really appreciate that. And I know that it was really something special to share with Master Lazu. Thank you.
Thank you, Sabunim. I'd like to say a few words if it's possible. I'd like to say something in Spanish. Master Lazu, ha sido un placer, un honor conocerlo desde el principio, desde que, nos invitaron para ir a Puerto Rico, para darle un apoyo, y especialmente con la visita del Kwan Janim a Puerto Rico por la primera vez. Y si no fuera por tu esfuerzo, tu espíritu, tu mudo in, porque eso es lo que es, eres un mudo in especial para nosotros, no solamente en el World Moo Duk Kwan, pero también para los miembros y los practicantes del subacto Moo Duk Kwan en Puerto Rico. Tú eres el padre, ¿no?, de la formación del subactor en Puerto Rico, especialmente con el apoyo como personas como Ricardo, como Richard Morales, que ha estado ahí del principio también. Y bueno, ha sido un tremendo orgullo para mí, para saber el desarrollo que han seguido ustedes en Puerto Rico. Y bueno, con todo mi corazón, lo aprecio, usted lo sabe que eres un amigo y también yo soy su estudiante. 감사합니다. I'd just like to take a minute, if I could. I just want to introduce some of the members of the Puerto Rican Moo Duk Kwan too. Let's start off first, please, with Master Class. Class Sabonin. Behind him, we have Richard Morales Kyosanin. I don't know who it is in the back.
Dice Edith Medina Kiosa. He's a president right now of the board of directors, and Elio Torres is part of the board of directors.
Okay, I also want to recognize too, we have Master John Lynch with us too, who also is a Koranja and a supporting member of the Puerto Rican Moo Duk Kwan, as well as, I believe, a member of the past TAC, if I'm not mistaken. And of course, we have also Jose Tango, Kyosanin, I believe, and also has been there with the Puerto Rican Moo Duk Kwan since the beginning as well, as far as I can remember. And I appreciate you being here. And I appreciate Mr. Pongs also for being present today. And of course, all his friends, all friends of Jaime Lazu, Master Lazu, Mr. Gonzalez, Mr. Orini Dara, as well as Edward Soto and Natalie, who are also present today. Thank you for coming and sharing this time with us, this special time with us. And last but not least, I'd like to introduce to everyone, of course, Master Jaime Lazu.
Very nice.
And I don't know if Master Lazu wants to say a few words in Spanish. It's fine.
¿Quieres decir algo en español? Puedes decir. Tengo un micrófono acá, se ve que mejor puedes hablarlo normal ahí.
Me siento contento, agradecido. Es difícil, ¿verdad? En estos momentos, esta sorpresa, pues ha sido una sorpresa para mí. Difícil expresar lo que uno siente. Pero de verdad, gracias a todos, inclusive al Cuñadín, por haberme tenido la confianza en aquel momento, en estos momentos difíciles, sumando para nosotros, que nos haya dejado continuar, que vamos a seguir. Y al tema del Vodafone, siempre estuvo con nosotros en todo momento, dándonos apoyo. Yo lo sé, porque yo siempre estuve pendiente. Siempre llamaba allí y lo llamo todos los días, porque todavía nos queda trabajo. Y aquí en Moo Duk Kwan, mientras yo, como le dije ahorita, esté vivo, mientras yo esté vivo, el subactor Moo Duk Kwan va a seguir existiendo aquí. Vamos a seguir luchando hasta que siga creciendo. Nuestra nueva filosofía mudó, que es lo que hemos trabajado en estos últimos días. Gracias. Muy agradecido.
감사합니다. Suba. And
Someone can translate. For me, you don't have to exactly, but
did you want me to, sir?
yes, actually.
He's basically thanking everyone for this tremendous surprise. He did make one very important statement that I really must repeat. And I believe it was in '92 when we went to Puerto Rico, if I'm not mistaken. And it was during that time, and I remember very well him saying to us during the reunion that we had, that he had promised to always be in front for the Subak Moo Duk Kwan. And he has always been a very loyal member. He believes in the philosophy of Moo Duk and tries to live with it every day of the year. And he's very grateful to Kwajanin for giving him this honor and having the confidence in his maintaining his Mudo and his strong Shindon, as the Kwajanin stated earlier, and that he's very grateful for this pleasant and honorable surprise. And I hope that captured the content of what he said in Spanish.
Thank you very much.
Class Sabonin, would you like to say something, please?
I think so that's all. That's 감사합니다 and thank you so much.
Kyosa Morales Sabonin, would you like to say something?
Thank you, sir. It's been a long journey to Puerto Rico. As many of us know, Master Lazu and myself, we've been going back since the early 80s. And it's been a long journey, but finally, we passed those obstacles and the growth of the Moo Duk Kwan in Puerto Rico. Moving forward, we're on the right track. And Sabonin, Lazu, Master Lazu, all deserve the certification to learn the day of today. Thank you all for your leadership, for your support, and always for being there for us in the good, and especially in the bad times when we were struggling very hard in Puerto Rico. Thank you very much. 감사합니다.
With that, Kwajanim, we'd like to do a closing ceremony.
Thank you. I just like to individually kind of reach you. I recognize Mr. Lynch, Mr. Pons. I don't get a chance to recognize Mr. Jose Tanco. Good to see you again, and nice meeting you. I go to Soto. I can see your name on the screen, and also there were since we are your family member, Olimida. Good to see you. Nice meeting you. Thank you. Super. And also the Diego Gonzalez. Thank you for being over here. So I think it is you see the this great moment, for the example. Maybe Guzman Sabo, could you maybe translate for me, please? For the when founder when he was with us. He used to tell us that scholars begin with study and end in theory.
Nuestro fundador de Moo Duk Kwan siempre mencionaba de que los estudiantes siempre empezaban estudiando y terminaban con la teoría.
The Mudo in begins with action and ends in theory.
Sin embargo, para las personas que practicamos el arte marcial, Mudo in empieza con la acción y termina con la teoría.
He expressed that action is important. Actions speak louder than any other things. Master Lazu, your legacy, your action as a Mudo practitioner, what is the loyalty, like as a Mudo practitioner in action? That's the strongest lessons we will leave on the younger generation in the Puerto Rico Federation and beyond the Puerto Rico, other part of the young people.
El Grand Master siempre hablaba de que cada acción hablaba mucho más que las palabras. Por lo tanto, en sí, viendo usted, Master Lazu, viendo que las acciones que usted hizo va a trascender más de lo que piensa, en el sentido de que no solamente para la Federación de Puerto Rico, sino para otras personas más que puedan ver su ejemplo Y eso es lo que, en resumen, Kwan Janem está mencionándole a usted, que es la lealtad que ha demostrado y esa acción que demostró esa lealtad, que es lo más elevado que existe en la vida de un mudo.
So I wish you to continue the best, Ms. Lazu and your family. And when everything becomes normalized, I hope to chance to see you and then share some good moment on the history with you, and also rest of the other our members in Puerto Rico.
También quiere mencionar que ya cuando todo esto pase, que esté un poco mejor de salud, que podría haber la oportunidad de reunirse con Kwan Janem y poder compartir unos momentos con usted, su familia, igual como para todos los miembros de Puerto Rico.
Lastly, this gathering is going to have a lot of history here, a lot of character, it's a lot of good meanings, and I would like thank you for the Master Bonafide.
Sir.
And Monsignor Sabon,
Sure.
Kuzma Sabon.
Sure.
You all here, even though we may not talk often, but you always in our heart. So it's always connected. So I feel that we are all as one Moo Duk Kwan family. I see the moralness, the moralness Kyosa. I met him, I think, in 1980s during at the Phoenicia camp. You actually come display training, and then that was already more than 30 years ago, I think. But now still not late. You're still here. That kind of that tells something about our connection in the family. So please feel connected worldwide. So continue. Let's working as one team.
Por lo tanto, por lo último, quiero mencionar que en realidad el hecho, las características que se ven en esta reunión, y ahí como vemos que cada uno de ustedes carga una historia, que toda esa historia es una sola familia. Y cuando lo que está mencionando es que no olviden que Moo Duk Kwan es toda una gran familia y son parte de todos nosotros ellos. Igual como habló acerca de Richard Morales Kyosa, que fue a practicar allí en el Jung Dojang, cómo estuvo ahí, recuerda todos esos momentos. Y todo eso es lo que son muy significantes, tal también con Maestro Roberto Bonafont, también su experiencia con él y también todos los demás con quien ustedes menos esperan que él ha recordado. Él recuerda a cada uno de ustedes y sus experiencias y que puedan todos estar juntos, que podemos seguir siendo un solo equipo bajo una gran familia Moo Duk Kwan.
감사합니다.
감사합니다, sir.
Before we start the closing ceremonies, I just want to let everybody know that even after the closing ceremonies, the Zoom session will still be open, so we can chat back and forth and say hello and congratulate Master Lazu on his accomplishments. With that, Monsignor Salonin, would you please?
Okay, everyone. 체급, 걷기, 발에 바로 국경 바로 체급, 관진님께 경례. 감사합니다.
감사합니다.
수고. 수고.